Good afternoon, everyone. Now, today we have a talking regarding the Sustainable Development Goal. What is Sustainable Development Goal? The Sustainable Development Goal, also known as the Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations in 2015. In 2015, as a universal call to action to end poverty, protest, and planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and prosperity. So, according to the Sustainable Development Goal. So according to the Sustainable Development Goal, we have a 17 goals and 169 indicators, which shows here is sustainable development is working or not. So the goal number one is, what is the goal number is? Goal number one means no poverty. So how can we understand about that? No poverty. What is no poverty? Here in the Sustainable Development Goal, in no poverty, we have a 7 targets and 13 indicators, which shows SDG is happening or not. So about the no poverty, so we have to know about what is eradicate action poverty. World poverty is going to be half of social assistance program in 2015. According to UN, in 2015, we have a 736 people which were living under the extreme poverty line. But if we are now we are in 2020 or 22, according to UN 2020, the people, where is the 736? Now we have only 721 people who are living in the extreme poverty line. So the goal of the Sustainable Development Goal is to achieve the in 2030 is to make that the all or about the 600 million people in 2030, 600 million people were going to live less than the extreme poverty line. And another goal number two is no hunger. What do you mean by no hunger? It's to eradicate the hunger problem from the all over the world. So we have no hunger. Now we have 8 targets and 14 indicators in the goal number second, which is no hunger. Now come to the no hunger. So we have to focus on the food security. We have to focus on the food security. Another one is balanced nutrition. So in the goal number second, which is no hunger, we have the 8 targets and 14 indicators. Not a targets, we have a 14 indicators, which shows. So we have to focus on the food security and the balanced nutrition, sustainable agriculture, and agro technology. We have to work on them. So now we, according to the UN in 2015, goal number second, 22.4% population, they are moderate to severe hunger. So we have to 2015 22.4% population जो है वो हमारी हंगर से जूझ रही थी. Where in 2015. Now comes to the 2020s in data. So we have only 25.9 Latin and African countries is hungry due to the pandemic. As we have the pandemic COVID-19, due to this we have to decrease. But in the 2020, due to the COVID pandemic, we have the it's going to be increase. It's for increased. That is 25%. Now it's to achieve in no hunger sustainable development in 2013 we will decrease it by the 15.2% world hunger. Now we have a goal number 3. What is the goal number 3? Good health and well-being. So in goal number 3 we have a 13 targets, we have to achieve them, and indicators we have a 28 indicators. So as we know, the goal number 3 is good health and well-being. So we have to focus on the some points we have to discuss them. That is, so in goal number 3 we have to focus on the mother mortality rate. Number 1 point, mother mortality rate. How many mother will survive after the giving birth to the child? And another one is child mortality rate. Child mortality rate is calculated by the in a month after a month of birth, how many children were going to be live. So we have another one is in goal number 3, we have a accidental death. We have to decrease them. Accidental death जो होती हैं उनको decrease करना. And the last one is accessible of health facility. Health facility को increase करना है. And the last one is 1 doctor per 1,000 people. तो यूएन का जो कहना है वो ये कहना है कि कम से कम 1,000 पॉपुलेशन के ऊपर एक डॉक्टर होने चाहिए. तो ड्यू टू दैट वी विल बी एबल to enjoy the good health and well-being. Now we have a goal number 4. What is the goal number 4? Goal number 4 is the quality education. So we all have a right to educate or to education. We have a right to education. Here we have a target, 10 targets, and indicator have 11. So यूएन का ये मानना है कि क्वालिटी एजुकेशन के अकॉर्डिंग अगर गोल नंबर 4 की बात की जाए तो ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड वो जो है प्राइमरी एंड सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन जो फ्री दी जानी चाहिए थ्रू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ अ कंट्री एंड एक्सेस ऑफ एजुकेशन स्पेसिफिक टू द प्रोफेशनल्स. नाउ वी हैव गोल नंबर 5. तो व्हाट इज द गोल नंबर 5? गोल नंबर 5 इज टू जेंडर इक्वेलिटी. मतलब हमें जो जेंडर इक्वेलिटी के बारे में बात चल रही है तो मतलब मेल एंड फीमेल को क्या करना है, हमें बराबर रख के चलना है. मतलब हमें किसी भी तरीके की कोई भेदभाव नहीं करना है किसी भी काम के अकॉर्डिंग अगर हम मेल और फीमेल को लेकर चलते हैं तो. इन गोल नंबर 5 वी हैव 9 टारगेट्स एंड 14 इंडिकेटर्स. 9 टारगेट्स एंड इंडिकेटर हैव 14 इंडिकेटर. As we have the goal number 5, gender equality. So we have the 9 targets and indicator 14. So in this goal we have to work on the empower all women and girls. मतलब हमें गर्ल्स और वुमेन्स को एम्पावर करना है कि वो हर तरीके से हर चीज में आगे आकर ज्यादा से ज्यादा हिस्सा लें. वायलेंस का एंड करना है. फोर्स शादी के लिए किसी भी जैसे गर्ल्स को फोर्स किया जाता है तो वी विल नेवर फोर्स to and girls. So we have to empower women and girl gender equality and the empower developing country. Another goal is goal number 6, that is the clean water and sanitation problem. So according to UN we have to make that clean water for all the peoples and sanitation facility जो हर किसी के पास होनी चाहिए. इन गोल नंबर 6 वी हैव 8 targets and indicators 11. In this we have to focus on the safe and affordable drinking water and water management, efficient water use, reuse of water, fresh water sources and developing countries sanitation, better sanitation. मतलब sanitation problem जो सबकी मतलब दूर की जानी चाहिए. sanitation की प्रॉब्लम उनको दूर किया जाए और availability of clean water. For all the peoples. Now we have a goal number 7. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. In the goal number 7, affordable and clean energy, we have a 5 target and indicator 6 indicator. In this goal to promote access of research technology and investment in clean energy, increase the global percentage of the renewable energy. Now we have a goal number 8. In goal number 8 there is a motive to decent work and economic growth. We have to work on the decent work and economic growth. Now we have 12 targets and indicator 13 indicators. In the goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. In this goal, we have to work on to support job creation and growing enterprises, promote youth employment and support modern slavery and decrease the child labor. That is the main motive of the goal number 8, that is decent work and economic growth. Now we have another goal number 9, that is industry innovation and infrastructure. Goal number 9 is industry innovation and infrastructure. Now we have 8 targets and 12 indicators. In this we have to work on the promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, increase access of financial services and markets, and upgrade all industry and infrastructure for the sustainability. In the Goal number 9, that is industry, innovation and infrastructure. Now we have another goal, that is reduce inequality from the country or the world. So what reducing inequality? We have a targets, 10 targets in the goal number 10 and 11 indicators in it. Reduce inequality. So what we have to reduce income inequality. तो हमें इनकम इनक्वेलिटी को दूर करना है. मतलब जो भी इनकम इनक्वेलिटी लोगों के बीच में दी जाती है, मतलब अगर कोई भी वर्कर कहीं काम कर रहा है तो उसकी इनकम जो होती है वो औरों से अलग होती है. मतलब एक ही जगह पर काम करने वाले अलग अलग एम्प्लॉइज की अलग अलग सैलरी इनकम होती है, तो उसको हमें कम करना है. प्रमोट यूनिवर्सल एंड सोशल इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल इंक्लूजन, इंश्योर equal opportunity and reduce discrimination from the world. Another goal is sustainable cities and communities. Goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. In this we have 10 targets and 14 indicators. This is the main motive of the goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. We have to save and affordable houses and transport in the sustainable cities and communities. Promote more sustainable and inclusive equality cities. Improve the green belt area and build green buildings, which is going to help in the to decrease the amount of the greenhouse gases. Now the another goal is goal number 12, that is the responsible consumption and production. In the goal number 12, responsible consumption and production, we have a targets. How many targets we have? We have 11 targets and indicator 13 indicators. So in this responsible consumption and production, we have to work on the implementation of the 10 years of sustainable consumption. Up to 2030, the waste food will be half, and reduce the 92% chemical fertilization and eco-friendly crop. We have to make and produce the eco-friendly crop. And we have to work on the reduced chemical fertilization. Now comes to the goal number 13. Goal number 13 is the climate action. In the climate action, we have 5 targets and 6 indicator. Climate action, what we have to do in the goal number 13. तो सस्टेनेबल रेजिलिएंट एनवायरनमेंट के ऊपर हमें कम करना है. दैट इज क्लाइमेट एक्शन का. अगर हमें वर्ल्ड को बचाना है तो वी हैव टू मेक देम, फॉरेस्ट को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, इकोसिस्टम एंड कैपेसिटी डेवलपमेंट को भी इंक्रीज करना पड़ेगा. एडेप्शन ऑफ द यूएन फ्रेम टू कन्वेंशन और द क्लाइमेट चेंज, कंट्रोल द ग्रीन हाउस गैसेज का जो अमाउंट डे बाय डे इंक्रीज हो रहा है ग्रीन हाउस गैसेज को, उसको हमें कंट्रोल करना है. क्लाइमेट एक्शन होने से अगर हमें बचाना है, क्लाइमेट चेंज जो आज के टाइम में बहुत ज्यादा रेस्पॉन्सिबल है वर्ल्ड की पॉपुलेशन को कम करने में. और मतलब ग्रीन हाउस गैसेज को जो सबसे ज्यादा मेन मोटिव है वो है मैन मेड. इंसान जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकालते हैं उससे बहुत ज्यादा फर्क पड़ता है ग्रीन हाउस गैसेज पे. ग्रीन हाउस गैसेज इंक्रीज हो रही है, दैट इज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड द कार्बन मीथेन, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, they are the greenhouse gases. In goal number 14, we have to work on the life below water. In it, we have 10 targets and 10 indicators. In the life below water, so we have to focus on the marine pollution is dangerous. Biggest causes of marine pollution is marine ecosystem. ग्लोबलाइज फिशिंग को हम कैचिंग द मैनुअल्स, मतलब ग्लोबलाइज्ड जो फिशिंग है उसको कम करना पड़ेगा. मेरीन सोर्स जो वो मेरीन सोर्स चंटिंग है उनको इन पे कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा. कोस्टल एनवायरनमेंट और इकोसिस्टम को भी कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा. अगर वी हैव टू लाइफ बिलो वाटर को अगर हमें आगे के नहीं बचा कर रखना है तो वी हैव अनदर गोल, दैट इज गोल नंबर 15, लाइफ अबव लैंड. In the life above land, we have 12 targets and 14 indicators. In the life above land, we have to focus on the terrestrial ecosystem, biomass and biodiversity, maintain the genetic diversity, trafficking control के ऊपर काम करना पड़ेगा, and more protect national park, protected areas and reserve areas को हमें आगे के लिए बचा कर रखना है. Now we have goal number 16, second last goal, that is peace, justice and strong institution. The second last, that is the peace, justice and the strong institution. Here we have a target, 12 targets and the 23 indicators in the goal number 16, that is peace, justice and strong institution. So we have to work on the discrimination in any form, government, policies, institution, take every department, violence, trafficking, basic human rights को उनको बढ़ावा देना है. Now we have a last goal, that is the goal number 17, partnership for the goals. In the last goal we have a partnership for the goals. Here we have a 19 targets and 25 indicators, which shows the internet penetration increase, global communication increase and stop trafficking. Partnership for the goal मतलब गोल के लिए जो कंट्रीज पार्टनरशिप कर रहे हैं उनको इंटरनेट पेनिट्रेशन इंक्रीज हो रहा है, उसके ऊपर कंट्रोल करना है, ग्लोबल कम्युनिकेशन इंक्रीज हो रहा है एंड स्टॉप ट्रैफिकिंग मतलब ट्रैफिकिंग जो चल रही है उसको कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा एनी हाउ.